What's going on, traders? Welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be discussing the top 3 catalysts on why I think Tesla is pulling back and why, quite frankly, sadly, it might be due for a correction. Tomorrow, guys, we have the congressional hearing for GameStop with CEO of Robinhood, the CEO of Reddit, and Keith Gill himself, aka Roaring Kitty, also known on Reddit as Deep Effin' Value, which, by the way, guys, he got hit with a lawsuit today. Yes, he was sued one day before the congressional hearing, and we're going to be covering that here on this channel tomorrow. We're going live, so make sure you subscribe, hit the like button, and comment on this video. Without further ado, let's hop right in. First off, I don't want to make it seem like I'm bearish, super bearish on Tesla. I don't think this is going to zero. I don't want to be the type of person to tell you to sell, it's going to crash. I love the stock, guys. I love Tesla. It's been my go-to stock ever since late November, early December. I've been day trading it ever since then. But quite frankly, it's getting very hard to day trade Tesla right now. We've been in the wedge, guys, for a while. We'll talk about that right now. Brand recognition on Tesla is number 1 in the EV space. They have the first mover advantage. If I were to ever buy an EV vehicle, which I'm really close to, it'd be a Tesla, no doubt about that. I love Elon Musk, one of the strongest CEOs out there with the depth, their amazing vision they have even for SpaceX, which today I believe we had a launch yesterday or today, which was postponed. So that launch is also going to affect Tesla stock. So keep that in mind. I think it's on the 24th, the date it got moved to. As for the trading range, ever since early January, we've been stuck. We've been going sideways. Yes, we hit 900, but we have seen some resistance right around 880. We've also double bottomed here at 780, which kind of makes me seem that it's going to come under. Also, take a look at the 4-hour SMA. It's right around 792. If we come down under that, I don't know how much we can come down, but my guess, it's around 650, 700 before we could get it in on a dip buy. Once again, this just gives us cheaper shares to buy long-term. I'm still very long-term bullish. This just gives us a better entry to buy. The last time we've literally crossed under the SMA was right around August, and we've had a couple spikes under it, but keep in mind, look, it gets eaten up really quick, and it has pretty decent solid bounces. This is what we got included to the S&P 500. So this is yet another time that it's due for a pullback. It's due for another level of support. Again, this just gives the stock time to cool off, to find some new support level before headed off into new highs. Also, look at the institutional buying and selling by quarter on Tesla. Just here alone, we have 123 billion sold versus 12 billion bought. Also, I know these institutions are being influenced by the overall quote-unquote market correction, market collapse, stock market pullback. Keep in mind what happened last March, guys. What happened last March? We had the pullback, we had the correction, we had a sell-off. They might be anticipating that as well. And with Tesla being almost near its highs, they're like, you know what? We're going to take profit and buy back in cheaper later, which is not a bad strategy if you ask me. Regardless of whatever stock you're trading, make sure you watch the overall index. Here, I always love my favorite go-to, which is the NASDAQ/NQ. Take a look at these pullbacks when we had the new highs. We had a little correction here. We still found some support, still had higher highs, and then rallied again, pullback, support, higher highs. We kept roaring ever since. We had these small minor corrections, small minor pullbacks. What are we in the position now to possibly pull back and find some new support? And that is not all bad, because that again gives us opportunity to buy in cheaper and lock in some profits. And yesterday we had Tesla close in at lows. Even today we have a pretty strong sell-off at market open. The main reason I think was because of CCIV, Churchill Capital, and the merger with Lucid Motors. This is still not confirmed, which can possibly confirm by the end of the month. But at this point, I wouldn't consider this a rumor anymore. The merger is valued at around 12 billion at the time. But ever since then, CCIV has spiked to like 50, 55, if I'm not mistaken. I believe that increases the value of the valuation to 60 billion. They have a factory plant in Arizona. And one of the biggest factors that I believe you should not overlook is that the current CEO, Peter Rawlinson, was Tesla's chief engineer back in 2011. Now, this adds more competition and eats away at Tesla's market share. But I think Elon Musk said himself, he encourages competition because it pushes the EV and it grows the EV market space, which completely makes sense to me. Also, Lucid Motors has 0 sales, but 1 million in reservations, which should be coming out in spring of this year. So I'm very interested to see the numbers on that. Also, another thing that recently just happened, I believe on Saturday, my birthday, February 6th, was Tesla's 1.5 billion Bitcoin investment, which seems to be added risk for shareholders. And not only that, it ties into the Bitcoin price, which at the time of this recording, it's at 52,000 and hitting new highs. Also, I do think that is the reason why Tesla had a strong recovery towards the market close. which again, I could have held and almost broke even, made some profit, but oh well, kind of does thing, but you just have to keep on moving forward. And Bitcoin, yeah, as like I said, we are at new highs. So I kind of don't like that feature that even just like with Square bought back in November, I believe 50 million in Bitcoin, and their price was tied to Bitcoin. So now we're going to see how Tesla's price can be tied to Bitcoin. So Bitcoin fluctuates and it pulls on back. I wouldn't be surprised to see Tesla pull on back. And we saw Bitcoin hit new highs. We see a push in Tesla towards the end of the day. So those are my overall thoughts on Tesla, guys. If you guys found this video of any value, make sure you subscribe. Tomorrow we'll be covering the Robinhood congressional hearing. I'm still going to be trading Tesla, but I'm going to be very, very careful with my position sizing. So thank you guys so much, and I'll see you guys in the Discord chat.